it's your favorite mystery character's favorite nerd, and today we are looking at the Vintage Collection Zorii figure. I'll tell you right now, she has a hard time standing, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about a few other things, but first we're going to talk about accessories. So she comes with two pistols. They are identical, and there's some really sharp gold paintwork that's applied to them. Otherwise, it's black plastic. They'll fit in her holsters here, and she'll hold them just fine. And let's talk about the figure. So, the head sculpt, once again, is quite nice. Double ball peg rather, from the head into the neck, causing for a great range of motion. Pretty much anything you could possibly want, to be quite honest. Black gloss added to the lens, and then we have the kind of gold with a brown or possibly black, but it looks like a brown wash added over top. We have this collar. It's a softer piece, and then it's glued on with copper and black paint added. The gauntlets here are painted. This one is painted all sorts of off the kind of, like, if you can, well, maybe it's not. No, I think it is. I can't tell. Without knowing the character design, it looks like they kind of got out of the lines a fair bit, but I can't tell. And then the brown paint added here. If you can see, the sculpt work and the seams of the uniform is done very well. And then the gold there, gold here, gold here. We have the brown painted on the pants, and we have the boots that are painted at the top, I believe. And then that's about it paint-wise. But the sculpt is quite nice. Pretty much looks spot on. I mean, it's hard to even tell that it's a 3 3/4 figure, you know, without my big mitts in the picture. But we have a single ball peg here with a decent range. Not a whole lot forward and back, but a little bit side to side, but you do get your swivel. We have a disc hinge, pretty much standard articulation for Vintage Collection. Disc hinge shoulders that get you up to there and then around. Same engineering is used for the elbow, which gets you 90 degrees, and the bicep swivel. Same engineering is pretty much used for the wrist, except it may not have a hinge up and down. It's hard to tell. I don't think it does. No, just the swivel. So just where it pegs in. Then we have the belt. I didn't mention the gold paint on the belt, but that's done nicely. We have the same kind of disc hinge hips, so you can get pretty much the full Van Damme. You can then rotate it and get pretty much, let's see. I mean, not the full Monty, but very close. But then you got to repurpose it all and everything, and this one actually works better than the Knight of Ren did. We have the same engineering used then once again for the knee that gets you 90 degrees and another swivel. And then you have the same engineering used for the ankle with a tilt up and down, no rocker. So pretty much business as usual, pretty much engineering wise, it's kind of what they do. But tremendous sculpt, tremendous paint for the most part. I just noticed this. If you look here, the paint, like, they must have a machine that does this because the paint is offline there. Do you see that? Let me see if I can grab a little kind of lightsaber to show you. So there's like, that's where the black should be, but it's down a bit and then it's on there, and it's probably tricky because it's on this curved surface. It's not like a straight line, and it's not put on right. So make sure you look at the different ones that are on the shelves and see if you can find a better one than I did. And there she is, kind of on my resistance shelf. It's a little dark. Let me see if I can shed some light on the subject. That's what my dad used to say. So, you know, decent enough. This one works really well. I'd still like to see some sort of ankle rocker introduced into this line because it is a major holdup. It's a real bummer that the paint isn't lined up in those few areas, one of which being the mask, because that is unsightly. But this one is quite well done. I'm sure the paint is going to vary piece to piece, so if you have some options, make sure to take advantage of that. Be sure to look at the different ones available. Be sure to look at your options. Make the choice that's going to benefit you the most. But all in all, a really well done figure. Extremely well sculpted. Extremely well painted for the most part. And the engineering doesn't take away from the sculpt in any way, shape, or form. This is where that disc hinge with the swivel kind of really gets a good bang for its buck in a sculpt and kind of build such as Zorii. So this is a strong recommend for me. It's one of the better 3 3/4 figures I've seen. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.